All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Tellor Dev Call, September 19th. So sorry about the voice, but yeah, normal week. Still testing 360, lots of stuff going on. So we'll just kind of get right into it. I actually have a speech here in an hour. I'm doing a fireside chat. It's with some TradFi company. It's like a TradFi conference, but I'll send out details so we can actually pass out details. But yeah, should be good. So, buddy, you're first. How's things going? Can't hear you.
I'm doing great. All of the Telliats that I'm running were entirely stable since Friday. No new errors to report. I made one issue on the DVM, but even that has been really stable. I've been keeping an eye on the Hackathon chat and the tipping that's been going on, and I'll try to make. I'm going to check all the auto pay contracts, see if anybody's done any tips. We may not always have a reporter running that can submit the data that you want when you tip, but we'll keep an eye out and try to do the best we can for that.
Yeah. So for those that want to know, like, who are doing the hackathon, on the test nets, Spuddy is basically the only reporter on these test nets. So they're not incentivized like mainnet. So a lot of times if it doesn't pick up, we're working on making sure that it does pick up though, and that's kind of actually a Krem's job, making sure that these tips get heard. So the reason that we're having you guys test out all these things is so we can pick them all up. So, all right, Akrem.
Yeah, I guess speaking of the tip listener, that's found some errors that I was working on, so that's all fixed. Got to make a video to explain the code, so I guess the other devs can take a look. Also working on the reporter 360, still doing that, and that's about it.
Cool. Yeah, may have some new work here for you, but we'll let you do it. And then you updated the API and everything. That's all done.
The API, no, it's not done.
Okay.
That's gonna take me more time. It's
I don't think it will. I really don't.
okay. Because I have I have to write the Python script into a JavaScript, right?
Well, I was actually thinking on that. So since it's in Python, we actually have somebody who deployed a Python API recently.
Right. Oh, yeah.
In Owen. So
Yeah.
you could probably just add that on
Okay.
as like another another query.
I'll do that last though. I'll do the first two things that I'm finishing, and then it's more.
All right, Ryan.
Yeah, worked with Ciro over the weekend a little bit we're just doing the final touches on the fund to feed site. There's a couple blockers, but we'll when we wait for those contracts to get deployed, then we can finish it off for the Polygon mainnet.
So what are you waiting on?
Well, so yeah, we can't test on Polygon mainnet because the autopay contract is getting redeployed.
Okay.
So we just need to wait for that so we can test it.
But it works on Mumbai.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then yeah, I'm actually compiling all the data that we're getting in on the Tellor sponsor channel for ETH Online. Just want to make sure that we capture all that stuff and have it a little bit more digestible than sitting in an asynchronous Discord thread that gets lost in time. So we can get some good data out of that.
Every question anybody asks, and sort of like, just so afterwards we'll be able to do a really easy debrief on what people needed to know, where they got hung up, and all that good jazz. So
cool.
And also just I'm gonna work on the voting page, make sure that's updated for 360.
Oh, nice. Cool. Owen?
Okay. I just have some last things to finish up for my PR for the query builder, which is just like pinging those endpoints that I made with the API. This week, I mean, it's kind of big, like on the Python side, Akram is doing the AutoPay 360 portion, and then also the 360 reporter updates. So I just want to help with that and make sure we get that out the door. And then Tally is finishing up a big thing on just kind of like the user experience of downloading and reporting Atelier. So I'm gonna help them out with that. Diva updated their contracts. There's like something wrong. I don't know. So gonna fix that.
Oh, and Akram, I saw you found like an autopay error in the docs this weekend.
Yeah, I have. I just literally not too long ago pushed a PR, so just a few changes, just that part. Didn't really look too much into anything else.
You were out. Okay, thank you.
Are you talking about the funded feed? There was something that somebody asked. That
Yeah,
the funded feed.
Yep, but there was something wrong with our docs.
Okay.
So
It was just the arguments were a little bit outdated, so just fix those parts.
You're gonna push that on
We
the
did.
GitHub side, and then that should update automatically.
Yeah, I have a PR. I think it needs to be approved. Right.
I got it. Cool. Tally.
Hey, yeah, as Owen was mentioning, I'm finishing my PR for account prompting, and as well, I helped Mike with the Tellor explainer video script.
Cool. All right. Yeah, anything else? Should be free. Are you semi-free this week?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You mean like in terms of workload or in terms of coming
Yep.
into the office?
Oh, well, both. We'd love to see you too.
Oh yeah, of course. No, actually, I do have like some free hands, honestly. So yes,
Okay.
please give me stuff.
Cool. We'll do. Yeah, and when are you coming in? We have to celebrate your birthday.
Oh yeah. I'll get to you guys on the local channel.
Cool.
I'll see what days you guys are on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Brenda, you got anything?
No, but at some point, I think we need to sit down again and do a code review once we're done doing changes and just do it all over again. So
For the
maybe-
one line we've changed since we did the code review last.
well, we might change something else, but anyway, I do want to see it again with fresh eyes, maybe like at the end of this week or next week.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Ryan, on to you for questions.
Yeah, so really just one question here. Just they're asking about the SEC's recent comments, and if you had any comments about what they were referencing. Basically, TLDR, the merge came out, and then there were some vague comments made by the SEC about Ethereum now becoming possibly secure because of the staking mechanism now.
Yeah, so Gensler, he's in charge of the SEC. He thinks that basically every cryptocurrency out there is a security. He has, he just basically says that. Even though previously other members of the SEC have said that ETH and Bitcoin are not, he almost disagrees with them. And he would probably charge everybody. I don't think there's any legal standing to it at all, like his decision. Because if you saw, so I think a lot of it comes into, it's a lot of jockeying for position. So the president, the White House put out like a statement on cryptocurrency, and there's a draft bill going on now too, that would give jurisdiction of cryptocurrencies and create like a whole new branch of the CFTC, which would be in charge of these. But there is a carve out, like if you're a blatant security, like if you're actually a security, you get the SEC, which sort of doesn't solve anything. But the issue would be most of them would go under the CFTC and they would get more resources to do that. So the SEC like probably wants a lot of those resources for themselves to say like, we should be in charge of them. They fit more in line with
So that's the jockeying
securities.
mechanism.
So everyone, yeah, because you know, you want like $100 million in new funding to create a new agency. That would be fun. So they're gonna fight for that. But yeah, I mean, like Gensler, like over and over, he's come and said, like, oh, they should come register, they should do this, and like he knows completely like that, like we can't do that. Like he knows that. Like he knows enough about it to say, like, you know, none of these projects are actually gonna come register. He just wants to kill it. And so he's kind of okay doing that. He thinks it's all scams. So it is what it is. I think ultimately, nothing surprising in new comments. It'll ultimately come down, I think, a lot of cases. I think he's going to have a really hard time because they're starting to go after some of these crypto projects for securities fraud, like Ripple, which is amazing because Ripple is like blatantly a security. Like it's like the easiest one to go after, but Ripple's so well funded that like they're putting like billions of dollars. They hired like former SEC commissioners, the best of the best lawyers, and they're gonna like take down the whole SEC basically and dismantle it to survive. So it's like,
Go Ripple.
yeah, like now we're like cheering on Ripple, but you know, like they're gonna keep picking fights with these like really, really well-funded cryptocurrencies that are just gonna like eat up all their time. like they would have a much better strategy if they were just like, let's go after blatant fraud.
Yes.
And you know, we'll start and just have some blanket fraud cases and you can move on. But you know, I don't know what they're doing, but they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with their current strategy. So who knows? But yeah, good things for us. I think as long as I'm not worrying about securities law, the big thing still in the US that you have to worry about is the tornado cash stuff and how that plays out. So we're keeping a close eye on that, and hopefully they make it so that way Tornado Cash alone doesn't have jurisdiction to shut down any cryptocurrency they want, because that would be, or yeah, right now, like if OFAC designates an address as blacklisted, it's like everybody's staying away from it. They ban your GitHub, they kick you out of everything. So that's not really judicial process here in the US. So see what happens. Anyway, any others, Ryan?
That's it.
Cool. All right, guys. We shall see you next week.